Hi, Mom Elenita. I'm Jesreel TASIC from BS Ed English 1B. Today, I'm going to explain and answer the following question in Week 5 module in Linguistics 2. First, I'm going to discuss how the following animals and insects communicate within their class or group. So, first, ants. How ants work as a community and are friendly to each other, communicating using chirping sounds called stridulation. This is sound made by rubbing two parts of their abdomen together. They use this to communicate to others where the best leaves are on the plant and if they are in trouble. Ants also communicate using signals with their legs and use their antenna to sense different chemicals that other ants lay on the ground called pheromones. For the next is the bees. The honeybee first walks straight ahead, vigorously shaking its abdomen and producing a buzzing sound. With the beat of its wings, the distance and speed of these movements communicates the distance of the foraging site to the others. Honeybee workers perform a series of movements, often referred to as the waggle dance, to teach other workers the location of food sources more than 150 meters from the hive. Scout bees fly from the colony in search of pollen and nectar. If successful in finding good supplies of food, the scouts return to the hive and dances on the honeycomb. For the next is the elephants. Elephants communicate primarily through sounds or vocalizations known as rumbles. These rumbles have fundamental frequencies in the infrasonic range below 30 Hz, which means that they cannot be heard by humans, although the harmonics of the fundamental frequency are audible. By touching, by touching, caressing, and smelling each other with their trunks also helps elephants maintain their social bonds. Tactile sensations are very important to communication in elephant society. Trunks are essential to their tactile sense. They use their trunks to caress each other or explore other objects. For the next is the whales. Whales communicate using a phenomenon known as echolocation, the bouncing of high-pitched sounds off underwater objects. Toothed whales communicate using high frequency clicks and whistles. So single click sounds are used mainly for echolocation, while multiple clicks are used to communicate with other whales and even dolphins in the area. For the next is the dolphins. Dolphins emit whistles while socially interacting, specifically to relay their state, and if they have been separated from pod members. In addition to signature whistles and echolocation, dolphins also communicate non vocally, meaning they do not use vocal area organs, such as the larynx and air sacs. Next, I'm going to explain why do parrots can talk like humans. It is because parrots talk by modifying the air that flows over the sirens to make sounds. The sirens is located where the trachea splits into the lungs. Parrots, particularly African greys and members of the Amazon family, are particularly good at imitating human words and sounds. For the next, I'll explain the features of human language which are present or visible with apes communication. So language can have scores of characteristics, but the following are the most important ones. Language is arbitrary, productive, creative, systematic, vocalic, social, non-instinctive, and conventional. This characteristic of language set human language apart from animal communication. And next, make a general comparison between human language and animal communication. So some of the comparisons are for the duality of patterning. In humans, distinctive sounds called phonemes are arbitrary and have no meaning. But humans can string these sounds in an infinite number of ways to create meaning via words and sentences. While other animals do not communicate by arranging arbitrary sounds, which limits the number of messages they can create. For arbitrariness, human language is symbolic using a set number of sounds or phonemes and characters, alphabet, which allows ideas to be recorded and preserved. While animal communication is not symbolic, so it cannot preserve ideas of the past.